Hello, Shawnee Alliance, it's Pastor Kris, and I have just a few things, and the first one is, this is a little bit different of a video. Now, one of the things that was communicated to us back in April is the appreciation for daily updates and daily devotions. Now, just to be really forthright, as we have picked up our ministry in other areas, we can't go back to that right now. However, the idea of communicating knowledge that maybe a lot in our church would not be aware of, we see value in that, and so occasionally you'll see a video like this to tell you what's going on. And the first thing is, we are continuing our search for what we would call an associate pastor role. Now, associate pastors serve a variety of functions. I certainly consider John, our worship leader, an associate pastor, Josh, our youth pastor, and many others. However, this role is going to be a little bit more focused on in-home groups. Now, at Shawnee Alliance Church, we have a big heart for discipleship, but we can continue to do this better. And so we're looking to fulfill that, hopefully before the summer, to be able to really start a push, especially as we get more comfortable with meeting in person again and meeting in homes. We want to be able to have a strong push toward in-home group discipleship. Now, that's going to be a big task, but that's okay because we are here to do big things for God's kingdom. You probably already know this, but I'm going to tell you to pray for it anyway. Upward 2021 is here. It's so insane, and it's really weird because I'm a parent now, and so I just get to complain about everything and not have to worry about fixing stuff, and I love it. But I want you to be in prayer. We just ran the numbers the other day. Someone asked a great question. How many of the kids in our program aren't affiliated with the church? What a great question. 60 of the 160 basketball players have no church affiliation. That's so exciting for us that we have 60 families that have said, we're going to bring our kids to your church to not just play basketball, but to hear about Jesus. We're very open about that. Jesus is present in everything we do here, even our Upward League, especially our Upward League. And so I just want to invite you to join us as we pray for this. This is a huge thing for Shawnee Alliance Church, that we are able to not just go out in the community, which is so important to us, but that the community would trust us to come here even before they have a church affiliation, or maybe even before they've begun a faith journey. The last thing I want to share with you is we are getting ready to start our Wednesday night groups. Pastor Bridget has more information about that, but here's where I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you to be prayerfully considering with your family what that next stage of faith looks like for you. Whether that be in person here on Wednesday nights and getting plugged into that, whether it be looking at an in-home small group as we prepare to relaunch those, or whether it be just joining together with other families to be able to study or find an online study that you can participate in, perhaps from the comfort/safety of your home. Whatever that looks like, there's so many great opportunities. But I want to encourage you that as a church, we're preparing for what I believe to be a tremendous season of blessing. And what do I mean by that? I mean, 2020 had so many weird phases to it, but 2021, we have just chosen that we are going to trust God to bring tremendous blessing, and a big part of that starts with preparing ourselves to be part of what God's going to do. And so whatever that looks like for us, whether that means joining that Wednesday night, whether it means plugging in more on Sunday, whether it means one-on-one discipleship with a mentor that you would trust, whatever that looks like, please be prayerfully considering that as we begin to get back into all these different, not just activities, but opportunities to grow in our faith. I want to thank you so much for your continued support of Shawnee Alliance Church. That you are part of this family means the world, and we are a better place because you're part of it. And I also want to encourage you, don't be afraid to reach out. Don't be afraid to communicate either with the office or with myself. Let us know how we can be praying for you. Whether you're joining us online or in person, we want to be part of this journey with you. I look forward to speaking again soon. And again, in the meantime, I can't wait to join in prayer as we get ready to impact a lot of lives for Jesus.